Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
Well, we always say it's the saddest part of our Saturday is having to leave you, because we really enjoy being part of your lives every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's right. You're here with the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. You can also find out more by going to donandgino.com. There's a wealth of information there. In fact, the YouTube channel has 750 interviews with some of the best professionals in all of the Santa Cruz Valley, which you can also find because we've aligned this group of the best professionals. We're talking 25-year veterans in most cases by going to aprgi.com. aprgi.com, which is America's Professional Resource Group. The best of the best. We're talking financial planning, college planning.
Bankruptcy attorneys, unfortunately, sometimes that's a necessity, Don. Also, you need sometimes a family law attorney. Sometimes that's a necessity. Or life insurance. Or many aspects.
Auto and health. Carlos has only got 30 million years insurance. I won't say that too loud, Carlos. Sorry, buddy, but you have over 30 years experience and handle all my stuff and your stuff. So he does a great job. So go to aprgi.com. And before we finish our segment, we now have Gino's favorite. I'll let you talk about Gino.
Yeah, it's the National Real Estate Cafe. So for almost 4 years, we did the Word on Wealth during our weekly radio show that you're listening to right now. We realized that it wasn't enough to once a week try to cram all the information of what happened in the markets, in the financial markets in the world, within those 8 minutes of the show. We always ran short on stuff. So what we did is we launched the National Real Estate Cafe, which you can check out at nrecafe.com, or the best way is actually to text NREC to 58885. That's NREC to 58885, and you'll receive a daily video with a 2 to 3 minute snapshot of what's happening in the economy. And there's a good little highlight there, so if something you're interested in, you watch it. If it's something you're not interested in for the day, you don't. But the reality is, if you're interested in what's happening in China, Puerto Rico, Greece, or any other part of the world that's affecting our economy here today, we cover it every single day.
And that's covering real estate, finance, the economy, what's happening. And we go over, because we watch these reports on a daily basis, we know that one report does not make a trend. We give you an idea what the real trend is. For example, let's go ahead and talk about pending home sales right now, because the media is going to just recently jumped on the fact that the last report was down
1.8%, Don. What an atrocious, horrible report.
From the best numbers we have seen in pending home sales in 9 years. And so the best numbers seen in 9 years. So if it came down a little bit, they made it sound like, oh no, pending home sales. You're going to hear that in the media and go, oh my gosh, I should sell my home. The market's crashing. But realistically, it's still one of the best numbers we have seen in years.
And 8.7% better than year over year.
Right.
So let's take some responsible action here and say, how much better is it than last year? I don't want to get back into double digits again. Anytime we get into double digits appreciations or double digit pending sales, you start to create the early pieces of a bubble, and we don't want to do that again. We have a nice natural market with natural buyers and natural sellers right now. We want to keep that going. We want to keep that fueled. We have builders building, which creates construction jobs. We're building the base for a really nice economy for the next 2 to 5 years to come.
And the housing always is a big key of that, because it creates job, it creates wealth, creates opportunity for you. And speaking of opportunities, the last part of our show, we want to encourage buyers and sellers to take action. This is one of the few markets. You're here right here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. One of the few markets that's good for buyers and sellers. Am I right, Gino?
Yeah. In fact, you'll find I think more people are jumping on our bandwagon, Don.
About time. We've been saying it for a year.
If you don't own a home, what an amazing time to buy. Right now, interest rates are almost 0.5% lower than they were just a couple of months ago. So just a small little blip of opportunity thanks to other parts of the world, as we were just discussing. The other thing you've got going on for you if you're a buyer is some credit standards are loosening. So just a few guideline changes we were discussing this morning that have happened over the last 30 days or so, that if you were turned down last year because you had a certain type of tax deduction, so if you were declined last year and they said you had too many deductions, now's a great time to relook at it again. We have more programs available for those that have taken some tax benefit.
Yeah, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You go to your good tax person, they help you write off your legitimate expenses. Unfortunately, that tended to bite a few of you in the you-know-what when trying to purchase a home. So there's opportunities now. And there's different ways to structure loans, just so you know. Unfortunately, I won't say a lot of our competition, some of our competition have a one option for you, and if you don't fit in that small box, then you don't get to buy. You should talk to a mortgage planner who's got multiple options. I know here at Skyline Home Loans, you can find out more at skylinehomeloan.com, SantaCretaHomeLoan.com. Sorry, SantaCretaHomeLoan.com, and you'll find our whole team, all the information about our great team. I know I have 28 years experience. Our team alone has over 60 years experience. The office has 1,000 years experience.
Yeah.
Because we have the best of the best, and we close our loans. We close our loans on time, and we give you real options. We don't just give you a good faith estimate that makes no sense to you. We actually give you what's called a total cost analysis. And this is a 4-page, 4-color breakdown of all your options, all your fees, all your payments, your potential net worth, the differences, your net payment, if you want to compare rent versus own. We can do all that for you, because if you're renting, stop paying. You're paying a mortgage, by the way.
Yep.
You are paying a mortgage. It's just not yours.
That's right. I love that. Thank you all for your support every single month by paying my mortgage as a landlord. But the thing is, honestly, too, if you're a veteran, first of all, thank you for your service. And we here at Skyline Home Loans have a tremendous dedication and commitment to our veterans. And I don't know anybody that does a better job with VA loans. I mean, they're a very unique product. We have a disproportionate amount of VA financing that we do in our branch for the amount of loans that we do, and that's because we understand them, we know how to leverage them best, and they're actually the best loan on the planet and well-deserved.
No doubt. So make sure you reach out. There's wonderful opportunities for you, and like you said, nobody better than Skyline Home Loans here to help our vets get into a home. So you give us a call. We'll be glad you did.
Yeah, and most vets can get in with no money down. So if you think no money down products are not out there, they are for our veterans, and very low money down. Don and I talk about this on the National Real Estate Cafe. The biggest myth in real estate continues to be that you need 20% down to buy a home.
Right.
In fact, most buyers today are utilizing 5% or less to purchase their home, and we have those products available right here.
Yeah, there you go. There's opportunities. I mean, between, like you said, VA, like Gino mentioned, FHA 3.5% down, gifts are okay. There's so many options. You need to take action. Okay, here's a couple of factors. First-time buyers need to buy now before you get priced out of the market.
Yep.
Because we've seen it before, and it's going to happen. Everybody said that we wouldn't have those sale prices. We're only about 10% off from our highs already. We're already projected to be, we're at 6.2% appreciation year over year. They're expecting another 4.5% next year. That should be your money in your pocket, the best savings account ever. Plus, you get the tax write-offs and the pride of home ownership. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, please do now. On top of that, those of you that are getting crammed in your little home because you're still popping out babies, it's time to move up.
Hey,
because
I
you can
just
get
did that.
Yeah, Gino, and you just did that. You're right. And again, you could be priced out of that dream home because prices are going to go up and interest rates are going to go up, and it's going to take away your purchasing power, right, Gino?
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I was in a panic that I wasn't buying fast enough, and I needed to do it as fast as I possibly could, and I'm just so relieved that I got it out of the way. Moving's a nightmare. I'm going to disclose that. Moving is not easy. But now I feel comfortable, and I'm starting to feel at home, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. And now I'm pleased that the house down the street from us just went for $25,000 more instead of in a panic about it. So those are the things that, if you're sitting on the sidelines, you should be very concerned. If you're in a home, your home's going to appreciate as well, just not as much. But it's the best time I've ever seen to move up in my career.
Yeah, if you're worried about, well, I'm going to wait till my house goes up to sell it so there's more money in it than you purchase your new home, but you're going to lose ground.
Right.
Just so you know, you're going to lose ground. One, you're going to purchase in at a higher price point. Two, as prices go up and interest rates go up, you're going to actually lose ground waiting. You're better off to sell now and purchase a home now before interest rates and prices go up. Trust us, it's the best way to go.
Well, especially if you're looking at a market above $625,000, Don, because every month you wait, that just means a bigger down payment.
All right, and that appreciation, how much nicer is to get appreciation on a $600,000 home than a $400,000 home?
Ask your financial planner.
There you go. All right. Thank you again for joining Don Getling, Gino Franti here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. You can always find out more by going to donandgino.com, DonandGino.com. We video this live. We always have all the segments on our YouTube channel because you can learn so much from our shows, especially Scott Zimmerman from Corporate Strategies Inc. was here talking about all the various insurance programs that you probably didn't know about. Make sure to check out our daily video blog by texting NREC, that's NREC, to 58885. That's NREC to 58885. You receive a 2 to 3 minute clip on what's going on in the economy today. Join us every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Thank you for being part of our show, Gino.
All right. Well, we had a great time again today. Glad Scott was here, and we pinned him down for an extra segment, Don, and we'll be back next Saturday.